What's up, everybody, and welcome to the very first episode of Quick Quips. It is a PS4 news show where all the news will be just done quickly, and that way we can hear what we need and get on from there. And it will end every week in a game coming out for the PlayStation 4 that I'm excited for. So what do you say we get right into it? First up, Sweary64, developer of Deadly Premonition and D4, has revealed a new game called The Good Life. It's a mystery RPG, and it's set in a fictional town of Rainy Woods. It has an interesting premise where, at night, all the characters turn into cats, and that can affect the gameplay because there are spaces such as paths, rooftops, and attics that can only be accessed by being in cat form. The main character is a reporter named Naomi from New York, and not much is really known yet. It is still on Fig. That is how it will get its funding. This is Weary's first game since leaving Access Studio. Next up, we have, for those Overwatch fans out there, Mercy is getting a big change. Her ult is no longer a team res. It is now a secondary ability that will res one team member, but will have a rather long cooldown time. Instead, her ult is being changed to be called Valkyrie. And instead, she will have full flight, and everything will be done quicker. Her resurrection, her healing, her damage will reach farther. Everything will be better than that. Also, for the people who use Mercy in a more battle situation, her guns will be better, shoot faster, hit harder. Everything will be upped for her. Mercy is getting a huge change. It's currently available in the PC PTR, but it is expected to hit sometime rather soon. At an event focused primarily from Sega on Yakuza, 3 new announcements were made. Yakuza Kiwami 2, which is the second game, will be remade in the engine used for Yakuza 6. That will release December 7th in Japan. Next up, they announced a free-to-play game for PC and mobile, which will tell us about events set after Yakuza 6, which premieres in America in March. It will serve a new main character to us, and not much else is known, just those few things. Last but not least, that team is making a Fist of the North Star game, which will have ties to Yakuza, they said, but haven't specified how. None of these games have official announcements for America yet, but knowing Sega and Team Yakuza, at least the Fist of the North Star and Yakuza Kiwami 2 will make it over here. Next up, it was announced that Secret of Mana is getting a complete 3D remake that will appear on the PlayStation 4, PC, and PS Vita in February. Now, what this means, it is being remade from the ground up. It will have new voices for the characters, a newly arranged soundtrack, and local multiplayer for you and 2 other friends, or 3, I don't know, I'm pretty sure the original was 3-player, to be able to sit there and play together. Now, if you pre-order it on PlayStation Network, you will receive PSN avatars as well as DLC costumes. That's not much, but hey, Secret of Mana is getting a remake, and that's pretty awesome. It's about time for me to play this game. Fee, the game that was shown at E3 2016 from EA, now has a release date. The game will see players going through the forest, meeting mystical creatures, climbing, gliding, and digging. Just everything that, in essence, they wanted to make it so it felt like you were a kid when you were going through the forest and exploring. That game finally has a release schedule, we'll say. It is scheduled to be released in early 2018 for the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PC, and Nintendo Switch. Yes, the second game from that EA initiative is finally coming out. That is all we have for news right now. Now, to end the show, the game coming up I'm looking forward to is White Day, A Labyrinth Named School. This was recently released on Steam and will be released this upcoming week on PlayStation 4. It is a Korean horror game that has you step inside the shoes of a Korean student and have to brave the terrors and try and get out of a school that's filled with puzzles, secrets, and, of course, ghosts, because what kind of horror game doesn't have ghosts? It looks interesting. It has mixed reviews on Steam currently, but I am a big horror person, so I'm very excited to give this a check out. I don't know. We'll see. I got to play it. I'm excited. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in to the first episode of Quick Quips, and I will see you again next weekend.